Hello and welcome to TFA Analysis. Please subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.
In a ghastly car crash on Saturday night, breaking Sunday, the senior divisional officer of the Sanaga Maritime Division, Cyril Ivan Abondo, who was at the Edea District Hospital to console families whose loved ones had perished in the course of the accident, talked about the circumstances which led to the head-on collision between the two cars.
Cet accident implique donc un véhicule.
The accident was between a car leaving from Edea to Yaoundé and another coming from Yaoundé. There was a head-on collision between the two cars. Unfortunately, due to the shock, there was fire. Before the army rescue team could come and put up the flames, it was already late. The incident that took all by surprise saw a total of 7 persons losing their lives. We have 4 persons in the car leaving from Edea to Yaoundé and 3 persons in the car that was coming from Yaoundé. The passengers in the car were all burnt, just their bones were left. Apart from those who died as a result of the head-on collision, those who were wounded have been admitted in the Edea District Hospital, while serious cases.
Confidence is terrible. We are just praying that let our drivers change their mentality positively to a point where they will say, I'm not going out today because my vehicle is having a problem. For them to change their mentality positively and say, I am not going out today because I am emotionally disturbed. For them to change their mentality and say, I am not going out today because I am tired. To change their mentality and say, I am not going to take alcohol today because I am working. I will be working. It is time for driver to say, my car is full. I'm not going to take anybody again. It is time for you, passengers or citizens, those traveling from one place to another, to say, I'm not going to enter this vehicle because it is overloaded. It is time for us to change our mentality positively. It is time for us to keep our car, our vehicles clean from inside and shiny from outside. It is time for us to understand that the vehicles we are using are outdated vehicles. It is time for us to stop blaming other people, but to take our responsibility so that we can live and other people also can live. It is time for us to change our mentality positively. That is the only way to reduce road accident. We heard from the news that 7 people lost their lives on the Douala-Yaoundé highway, particularly at Puma, as a result of road accident. Road accident is claiming life in Cameroon more than Anglophone crisis, and more than Boko Haram, more than HIV, and more than any other deadly disease like malaria. Yet nobody is talking about. Everybody is pointing an accusing finger to the government whenever such thing happens. From the report you heard that the accident occurred because of overspeeding and carelessness of the drivers. 90% of road accidents in Cameroon are caused by human error, human's behavior. And today we are going to look at some bad behaviors of drivers, some things that they usually do that mostly cause at least 90% of road accidents in Cameroon. Many people do not know whether they should be traveling. And those who are taking those risks to do that, to them it's just as if they are going on a suicide or voluntary suicide mission. Because many people do not know. If you want to know that everybody is a Christian or is worshipping a God, meet them when they want to travel. That is how the traveling in Cameroon is, because of the carelessness, the stubbornness, the stupidity of drivers. And we are going to look at some of the causes of road accident in Cameroon so that we can struggle by all possible means to prevent it, to avoid them. We can avoid it. We can avoid some of the road accidents in Cameroon. And one of the causes is, because I'm just going to rush over it, and then when we have time, maybe we'll take one after another and explain it detailedly. One of the causes of road accident in Cameroon is because of the kind of vehicles we are using in Cameroon. Most of the vehicles in Cameroon, you will agree with me, that more than 60% of the vehicles in Cameroon are second-hand vehicles, outdated vehicles, vehicles that don't have to be used anywhere in the world. Then they have dumped them all in Cameroon, and people are managing over it without any repair, without any check, or without anything. That is one of the causes of road accident in Cameroon. And instead for them to respect these outdated vehicles, and that if they say this vehicle is a 70-seater, they should maybe take 60 a person because it is an outdated vehicle. No, they will overload the vehicle instead. That is one of the root causes of accident in Cameroon. The second one is mechanical failure. Mechanical failure is a general causes of road accident. A cause of road accident in nearly all countries. But in other countries, it's reduced because of what? Because there is a follow-up of vehicles. People do not just take their vehicles in the morning and just start driving. No, they always check. There are some basic things that you have to check every day before you take your vehicles out of your garage or you enter any road with your vehicles. But in Cameroon, no, it's just normal. People will realize first in their vehicles on the highway while they are speeding before they will realize that, oh, the vehicle does not have a brake. That is when they are overspeeding before they will realize that the tire is making some kind of noise. And then they will say, oh, my tire was having a little problem. These are causes of hidden causes of road accident in Cameroon. And we are going to take one after another. When I will create time, we are going to talk over it one after another. Another causes of road accident is overloading. This one, everybody is aware of it. And we are already used to, and it's already part of us, that 70-seater vehicles is carrying more than 80, 100%. Added to it, load on it. 30-seaters is carrying more than any space in the vehicle we just want to occupy. And this is killing many people. They break down the vehicles. And the vehicle is not moving. It's out of more than its capacity. And there is nothing. Any bend, anything can happen. Any use, anything can happen. Because the vehicle is overloaded. And when a vehicle is overloaded, it will affect the brakes of the vehicles, the tires, and every part of the vehicles. So it's terrible, and we should stop the attitude of maybe trying to we just want to arrive. We should try and stop that attitude. It's better for you to arrive late than to end on the way or in the grave or in the hospital. Another cause of road accident is overspeeding, and that is fully responsible for the death of this 7 person. That is the main cause of the road accident yesterday along Douala Yaoundé highway. Overspeeding. Overspeeding with which kind of vehicle? Outdated vehicle. Overspeeding. Where are you going to? First of all, you know that the road network in Cameroon is the worst. Then for you to move slowly, no. You just want to do whatsoever you expecting, with thinking whether you have in mind that you are the only person on the highway. I don't know. Overspeeding is an act of stupidity, not experience. You have to know that. Tiredness is another issue. emotionally disturbed is another issue. You cannot cheat nature. That is something you have to do. You have to know. So don't try to drive when you are tired or when you are emotionally disturbed. There's many people are dying every day. You see drivers sleeping and passengers are the one touching and tapping him to get up. On our highway, carrying people. Another serious cause of road accident is driving under the influence of alcohol, in which alcohol or drugs, in which many of our drivers believe that when they take alcohol, it clears their eyes. I am telling you today that it confuses your eyes. It confuses you. So do not. That is why there are laws all over in all nations that you should not take alcohol and drive. But our driver, anywhere they stop, they take something and call one man, one this. And many of them are taking drops in order for them to be strong or to do what I don't know. And these are some things that are pushing many of them into accident. Because they are not themselves. They are under either the influence of alcohol or the influence of drugs. It is terrible. And we have to change our mentality positively if we want to live. If we truly are drivers, we have to change our mentality and have pity for these people who are just their only crime is to move from one place to another. In which that is nature, they must move from one place to another. But in the hands of who? Terrible and semi-mad people. Driving under the influence. Another serious cause of road accident is using telephone. A few seconds or a few minutes looking at your telephone screen is all it takes for you to have an accident. Just a few seconds. So do not say, let me check this, let me do this. That is why all cars is supposed to have an assistant. That assistant is the one to hold the telephone or whatsoever to be communicating with the agencies or with whosoever. But drivers are the one, they want to hear everything because of their corrupt nature. They are thinking that maybe this assistant will be saying things that are not correct, will be exposing them, telling things, maybe things that they don't want to. And that is why they want to answer all calls. Another serious one is unnecessary confidence and carelessness. Unnecessary confidence. Some people believe that they have been on the steering for so long, so they don't care. They have been flying this route for so long, so they don't care. They just have full confidence that nothing can happen. And if they succeed to reach their destination, people will be clapping. Passengers will be saying, oh, this is. And they will be taking themselves up and say they are the best. You have just reached your destination by the grace of God, not out of experience. Overconfidence as a driver is terrible. Overconfidence is terrible. Be yourself and responsible every day. Know that you are on the steering and you are not alone on the highway. There are other users. And you can have confidence that you are the best driver, and then the person coming in front of you might be a learner, and anything can happen. An animal can be crossing. Anything. Overcome.